Welcome, let's get started. Click on the Products tab on the left menu. Head over to the top right and click Add Product. You may find this similar to other sites when adding products, but we'll go through each section. If you are here for a particular section, then we have quick tabs and minutes listed in the description below. Okay, let's start with the product title. Since this is just a test product, that's what we'll call it. You want to keep product titles concise by placing high-volume keywords and critical details like brand, material, or size first, to encourage clicks. Next is the Permalink. This is the URL that is shown in the browser's address bar at the top of the screen. You can send this to interested customers to direct them to the exact page of this product. When writing a permalink, it must be kept in lowercase letters with a hyphen between each word and no spaces. Another example of this would be if the product was called Man with Dog Painting. This product would be classed as a simple product. This means it could be a one-off, custom-made, personalized, or commissioned piece. We will cover products that have options in a separate video. Below that, you can select if the product you are selling is downloadable like a pattern or a virtual product. This probably isn't going to be relevant for most of you. Next comes the category. This will help customers find your product organically if they are already looking within this particular area, and will help to show your product as a suggestion when using search bars or menus. Just start typing the relevant category for your piece and a list of suggestions will be displayed. If you are struggling to find a category for your work, then just message us through your admin support and we will add the category for you. Where categories are more of a general description. In the tags section, this is where you can be a little more precise. If you use the category bag, for example. In the tags section you could use leather, crossbody, shoulder strap or backpack. You can use more than one tag as long as they are separated by a comma. The more you add, the better chances you will have at coming towards the top of any search inquiries. Now for the all-important price. This is where you add the price of your product, and below is the sale price. Notice that it shows you what you will earn. Since Ratch charges 0% commission, you will be reassured that you receive every penny of your hard-earned work. If you are planning to have a sale, then this is the price that will be shown with the original price displayed, but crossed out to show the savings. If your piece is a set price or an already agreed price, then just leave the sale section empty. You can set the dates of the sale using the calendars on the start and finish. So you could have a bank holiday weekend sale or a one-day Black Friday style sale. The short description should be descriptive yet straight to the point, with the key facts summarized and just enough information to pique the customer's interest. The short description appears next to the product image to hook buyers with a bulleted list of key benefits, while the long description sits further down the page to provide detailed specifications and answer technical questions. Together, they guide the customer from initial interest to a confident purchase. There is an option to manage stock. You can set a stock keeping number. You can also add a stock quantity, so when you make a sale on Ratch it will automatically deduct that number from your stock. You can set a low stock threshold. We will set ours to 3, so when our stock reaches 3, we will receive an email reminding us. There is back orders option. This will allow a customer to order a product that is not in stock. By default, it will not allow people to order out of stock products. You can also set the option to allow it, but it will notify the customer that there may be a delay. Or you can just set the option to allow it with no notification. There is also an option to only allow a customer to buy one unit. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. This is how we make it easier for search engines, such as Google, to find your product. There is a preview of what your product will look like when it appears in a search listing. Here you can see the permalink that we filled in earlier is showing at the top of the preview snippet. If we change the permalink from earlier, you can see how it immediately affects the SEO preview. The title is used on the blue writing section on the next line. The short description directly affects the paragraph section on the preview. Again, if we change the content of the short description, you can see how it also affects the SEO snippet. Since this is a very important subject, there will be a separate video dedicated to it. In the postage section, you can add the product's weight and dimensions. Then you can choose a shipping class from the drop-down menu. See the Getting Started on Ratch videos to set your shipping classes. However, if you are selling something that requires a different service due to abnormal weight or size, then this section allows you to do that. Here you can also override the processing time if you are working on a special order that may take longer to finish than usual. Attributes will be discussed in another video, since again, it's quite an in-depth subject. The RMA section covers your returns and other policies. We will now look at the linked products. This is where you can show additional options to your customer at the checkout, which would complement or increase their purchase. All you have to do is start typing the title of one of your products and the system will display it in the drop-down below. If you select it, it will generate the item at the checkout, where the customer can click it and be taken straight to the suggested product, hopefully increasing the chance of an additional sale for you. Basically, an upsell is when you sell a higher-end or more expensive version of a product, such as something with more premium materials, while a cross-sell is when you sell a different, related product that goes with it, such as a matching pair of earrings to complement the necklace the customer already has in their checkout basket. And finally, the advertising section is an option to promote your product at an extra cost. This would place it at the top of relevant searches, on the front page of the website, or suggested when customers are looking at other products which are not yours. The complete advertising options that Ratch offers are discussed in another video. Now, back at the top you can click Save Changes. This can be done at any time when adding a product. If you need to finish adding the product at a later time, you can select Draft and then Save, and the product will not be listed, and can be returned to when you are ready. In the product screen, you would find the saved unfinished product in the Drafts section. If you have finished your product, then you can select Publish. Under that, we have these options. We will only be using Visible and Hidden. Visible means that when you save changes it will be published on the Ratch website and will appear in your storefront. Hidden is used if you want to change, modify or not allow the product to be purchased, for whatever reason, but you don't want to delete the product. You can add the product back to your store at any time by clicking on Visible and then Save Changes. Now we need to add some images of your work. Click on Upload, and you will be taken to your media library where you can select an image. If you have not yet added images to your media library, you can select Upload Files in the top left corner, and select the images from your computer or phone. Alt Title stands for Alternative Title. This is used if the image fails to load. In this case you would use something simple like Ratch Icon Logo. This is worth doing because search engines love it. The title is simply the title of your work. Caption and description is just a short and quick description of the image. Click on Use this image and it will appear as your main photo. If you have several images of your product from different angles, you can click the upload icon below the main image and load more photos, creating a gallery. We will use the same image for this example, just so it gives you an idea of what it will look like. Here you have an option to enable or disable reviews of this product. You can add a personal message to an order by typing it here. This will appear on their order confirmation email, which is automatically sent following a purchase. Click Save Changes and you will see your new product added to the inventory on the Products page. You can see your new product. It shows that it is in stock, published, the price, what you will earn, a chance to promote the product, and how many views your product has had. Under Actions, click on the 3 dots, and you will see these options. Quick Edit. This allows you to do very simple and quick changes to your listing. We will just delete the sale price, leaving only the original price, which will now be displayed. Edit Details will take you back to the original listing page for a more in-depth edit. Quick View pops up a little review window showing the important information. View on Site will open a new window and shows you what your listing will look like when a customer clicks on it. Duplicate will make an exact copy of the product listing. This can be useful if you have similar listings that only need small changes on the duplicate. Delete permanently. Will delete your product listing. You are now ready to successfully list products on Ratch and be recognized by search engines, encouraging you to appear nearer the top of searches. If you have any questions regarding listings, then please reach out using your admin support from within your dashboard. Please like the video and subscribe so you can find us easily next time. Thanks for watching.